Alrighty then, a big welcome to Grand Tactician to Civil War and Worms and Warriors, of course. We're carrying on exactly where we left off. We've got Robert E. Lee versus Patterson, starting with Ewell's 3rd Corps in the field, so only 14,800 men. We're going to be substantially outnumbered for at least the first 5 hours, by which time the 1st Corps will arrive. As I pointed out in the last episode, again, the 2nd Corps won't be involved. They're over in the Shenandoah. However, we can see Union troops on the move. 2 large armies, so it's going to be up to Jackson and his 23 to 25,000 men, depending on if his reinforcements get to him in time. It's going to be up to them to stop these guys from reinforcing Washington, because we are on the offensive across the board. We are pushing up onto Washington. We are pushing up into Kentucky. We've taken Louisville. Kentucky has actually seceded, but large swathes of Kentucky are still under Union control. We've pushed up into Columbus, Kentucky, just over the river from Cairo, Illinois, which is kind of the target of our little campaign here. However, can we hold it? I'm not sure. There's probably about 50,000 Yankees there, and we've got a grand total of 25,106 men under Joe Johnston. Let's see how that goes. We also pushed up in Evansville with a little raid with our tiny army of Kentucky under Polk, 3,100 men. And in the west here, we've pushed up onto Springfield. Now, they have not yet contested that, so I'm assuming we're going to see a lot of battles coming up. As I did say, 1862 is going to be a bloody one. This is the first combat of 1862. This is the largest battle of the war so far. About 80,000 men in the field. So, yeah, between the 2 armies, obviously. But that's a pretty big fight for this stage, I would say. Quite large number. So we're going to get into this. It's the Army of Northeastern Virginia, the Department of Pennsylvania. Actually, when I left this off last time, it said unknown unit. I guess we know what it is now. But anyway, whatever it is, when I've loaded it back in, there they are. Numbers are exactly the same. 5 hours away. I bet that's not 5 hours on the campaign map. So let's head into episode 10 of this series. This is the Confederate campaign. We started this back in the summer of 1861. It's now April the 10th, 1862. Episode 10. Let's do this. If you're new here, why not hit that subscribe button if you like this sort of content, with regular content coming out on this channel as we head into the Battle of Washington, the District of Columbia, April the 10th, 1862. Let's see what happens here. 40,000 men under General Patterson. Now, Patterson was a terrible general historically in the Civil War, relieved of command very, very early on in proceedings. And then we've got Lee with 38,693 men, so pretty even numbers, but like I say, we're going to have to wait for our reinforcements to arrive. So is Patterson, of course. The Army of Northeastern Virginia isn't starting on the field, but they're there before our reinforcements, and both those forces outnumber Ewell substantially. Ewell on the field with less than 15,000 men to start with. It's an offensive scenario for us. Right, so Lee is starting on the field, but he's starting by himself. In the southwest corner of the map, Ewell is on the field for some reason from the north, even though the Union armies were coming in from the north. Anyway, the objective is here, right fork. So, as I always say, the one good thing about being on the offensive is that we can wait for our reinforcements to come in and bulk out our troops. But that's not much consolation. Let's have a quick look how long they're going to be. Yeah, so 9 hours down the Tenalley Town Road south. Not sure. Let's see where that is. I guess it might be where Lee is. We've got to come out the HQ view, of course. Oh, great. Yeah, so the reinforcements are going to come in from here. Oh. This is going to be another tough battle, another tough attack. But we just got to suck it up and deal with it, I'm afraid. So let's just see how this goes. Some experience for these troops. I don't think anyone here is on their first combat. Oh, they are. Henry Heath, first combat. Oh, gosh. Manigault, first combat. Kemper has fought before. Royal Black Watch. Lots of mixed muskets here. So we've got a couple of brigades in their first combat, which, you know, it's not a disaster or anything. But we're going to have to hang fire, because with 14,800 men, many of these troops armed with mixed muskets, it's going to be a tough ask. What we will do, we'll send Wooford out, we'll do a bit of scouting, we'll get a little bit closer, like maybe position ourselves in a decent place. It looks like they've got some decent terrain here. Well, a nice little hill, a couple of nice little hills. Let's see how that goes. And let's get started with this battle. Yeah, so at least it's 1725. That's some pretty good news, at least. And it means that we can wait for our reinforcements. But of course, it means that his will be in the field as well. I'll tell you what. Why don't we... Lee's moving anyway. I was just going to say, why don't we move Lee down to come to Ewell? Let's move up a little. I want to stay out of this terrain if we can. That looks like marshland or something. Not sure. It looks pretty grim, so we'll try and stay out of there. Let's move Ewell across this way. And get this on times 10 and get through this first day. I'll cut back in if anything happens. So we're like an hour in. We're still waiting for Lee's orders to get... That's the end of the day, 1800. Okay, fine. Screw it. Longstreet arrives. We can do a bit of redeployment here, so that's handy at least. Whoops, no. I want the corps. So, some pretty good experience in this first corps here, which is now under Longstreet, of course. Did I say Beauregard before? It was Beauregard's command before. A few viewer units in here. Not that I can find any at the moment, but they are definitely here. We'll come across them, I'm sure. Right, there we are. Volunteer Hightiders in Armstead. Roanoke colonists. Queen's Own Volunteers. Australian Janissaries. 1st Palmetto. Baton Rouge Boys. So these guys have all done a lot of fighting. They're now in Pickett's division. That was Longstreet's division before he became the corps commander. Alright, so let's have a little quick overlook view here. So we're expecting the enemy to be around here somewhere. Very low on cavalry, but we'll do a bit of scouting and then we'll move in. We'll take our time here. There's no rush. Maybe we'll join up together here and we'll work out some sort of attack. I suspect they're going to be entrenched. They've got some woodland on their left here, which is going to be difficult to get through, but we'll probably end up sticking a division through there, I would think. We will try and stay away from this terrain on the Union right flank. Not sure. Plus also, is McDowell already in the field? Let's just have a look at the numbers. Must be. And it's actually saying 46,000, so we must have underestimated them. So we're outnumbered by about 10,000. And somehow we've lost 228 men. Okay, let's get started with day 2. Whoa, what the hell? How... What the hell are they doing there? Let's get Ewell moved across this way and we'll see what the hell's going on here. Their whole army's deployed right here. What the heck? So it very much looks like another messy battle's on the cards here. Unless they're stretched all the way along to the objective, I don't really see what the hell they're doing. And I don't know why it's taking so long to get moving. We're just taking artillery fire here. Just moving in with some skirmishers. Long-range infantry from Ruggles brigade, so hopefully we can get some fire going on those guns. They're fully entrenched. More troops are coming down. I don't know what the heck he's playing at, to be honest. There's more entrenchments here. He's entrenched all over the place. See if we can drive these guns back. 0 casualties, it says. Get some more skirmishers involved. We're going to try and push in behind these works. I'm trying to draw this force towards our right. Whoa! They're coming from all over the place. What the hell's going on? This is a shambles. This is an absolute shambles, a total disgrace. Like, our cavalry's been sent running, hundreds of casualties. We've been enveloped somehow. My God. Okay, let's call off this attack. Right, so this is a disaster. We've absolutely had our arse handed to us. Get Gladden on that flank, come on, quickly move it. We've been flanked, we're screwed here. Absolutely screwed. Come on, get into this fight. Of course, our men broken with 200 casualties. We are probably going to have to pull out here. I think we're going to give it. I'll give it another couple of minutes, but we are all but done here. Thunderstorms just broken out as well. It's all going on here. Get in there, Gladden. Get into this damn fight. This is a disaster. At least some of the veterans are arriving now. Hopefully we can turn the tide, but I'm not convinced. Oh my god. More broken units. This is an absolute disaster. Don't think we can really recover from this. Not sure. Do we carry on with the fight? Come on, man. Where'd these guys come from? Oh, great. Rhodes wounded. So, I mean, if you ever wondered how shambolic a fight can get in this game, you've just witnessed it. It doesn't get much worse than this, I don't think. What in the hell are these guys doing? Get in here and get this fight sorted out. Okay, our veteran troops are arriving now, but our men are fleeing across the battlefield. See what we can make of this. Maybe we can pull it back out of the bag. Picked up some £10 of parrot rifles at least. Oh man. Jubal Early is also flashing here. We need to get this. Come on, boys, get into this fight. Baby Hill's going to come in here with a counter-attack. Here comes good Brian as well. Oh. And we are done. Outflanked here. I mean, it's going to take a miracle to turn this around. I'm kind of reluctant to pull back, but maybe we should. Oh, what are you doing? Here we go, let's press in here, come on. Ruggles wounded, oh shit. Take stock a moment. Anyone reformed? I mean, obviously not, but I mean, Heath's Brigade, I know it's their first fight, but come on, sort yourself out, get organised and get back up there. Galadden, 300. You've got 2,300 effectives. Not even your first battle. Get your arse sorted out. 97 casualties for Winston's brigade, and they are fleeing. I mean, early I can understand. He's got 1,500 effectives, 500 casualties. There's 25% casualties there. You know, so I mean, you can see why these guys are fleeing. But some of these dudes are taking the piss. Ruggles is flashing now as well, so our left flank's going to break. I think we're done. I'm going to keep fighting for. The Queen's Own has turned this way to open up their flank to these guys instead. We are done for, done for, done for. I should have just pulled out earlier, but now it's kind of too late. I want to see if I can still turn the tide. Let's carry on. Brian, good. We give them iron discipline. Good Brian, even. Come on, get up there. I mean, the arrival of some of our veterans is helping out, but we are still breaking all over the place. If I start withdrawing Ruggles, he will break. He's just going to stay there and fight it out, I'm afraid, so... Like, one casualty in there flashing. One. I'm going to try and withdraw Good Brian's brigade, but I mean, I'm presuming they're going to break as soon as we do that. So our guns are in place here at least. Let's just hold on a little longer, lads. Brian's managed to extricate his brigade, which is excellent news at least. What's going on? Have we got anybody left anywhere? Nah. Manigault, now I'm impressed with these guys. 500 casualties, 1,100 left standing. First combat. These boys are still in the fight with their mixed muskets. That is impressive. The Roanoke colonists, let's press on. Oh. So, like, these guys have pulled out away from the combat and then they break. I mean, you've got to be shitting us, man. It's absolute bullshit. With iron discipline as well. Experienced troops. It just doesn't seem believable, really. There goes Ruggles as well. Hood unstable with 170 casualties. Just no. It's one rule for the AI and one rule for the player. It's absolute bullshit. These guns are not firing. Why not? Who's wounded now? Bonham, alright. You know. Anybody else? The enemy is retreating. My God. Somehow we've managed this. I mean, this was definitely a close run thing. We are in no condition to do any sort of pursuit at all. And in fact, this has been a disaster really, because we cannot afford to replace these losses. Nice job from the Black Watch boys on the left flank here. 430 casualties for those. Hard fighting. I mean, hard fighting everywhere. Palmetto sharpshooters, nice job here from distance. Oh, and broken now. I mean, at the end of the fight, this is just unrealistic. Nobody would run away at the end of the fight when the enemy's withdrawn. You just wouldn't do it. It's bullshit. Hard fighting. 7,200 casualties for us, 12 guns lost. That's a disaster, really. They lost 20 guns, and they lost 11,000 men. I mean, it's a victory in name only. This was a disaster for us, really. This has hampered our forces in Virginia a lot. I don't know if it was worth fighting. What do you think? Was this worth staying on and fighting on? Or should I have pulled out earlier and just sucked it up with a defeat? It ended up a major victory. It doesn't feel like a major victory to me. 7,200 casualties. Oh, my goodness. Colonel Winston has fallen in disgrace. I would absolutely agree with that. That brigade suffered 97 casualties and they ran away from combat. That's shocking. So that's the end of Colonel Winston. Glorious victory at Washington, Department of Pennsylvania, fleeing in panic. Let's see what we've got going on here. 1,642 killed, 1,980 captured. We lost 990 killed, 1,397 missing, and the rest wounded. Supplies critical. We captured 5,600 rifles and 7 guns. We sent 1,893 soldiers to our POW camps. Okay. So we're going to have to take stock for a moment. I need to have a look at these troops. It's possible we might capture Washington, but can we hold it? I don't think so. There's a large army on their march coming over here. They've been just completely battered. There's 3,000 men in this division, 4,000 in Barksdale's. Ruggles is wounded. We need to replace him. Let's put Stribling in there. He's only captain, but he's got decent leadership. I mean, he'll lose a little bit for his promotion there, but that's okay. Winston, you are gone. Clayton Senior. There you go. Manigault, they did a nice job there. Very impressed. I mean, they lost a lot of men, but that was their first combat. Small brigade, only 1,500 men. Heath, they did okay, I think. Kemper, all right. So we've got some Springfield rifle muskets here. At least we captured a couple of thousand of them. And a couple of thousand Springfields muskets. So at least that's something. Let's give some out. Rhodes wounded as well. Let's replace him with someone else. Seth Barton, he's a good commander. Oh, we've got some perks as well. Let's just have a little go through the units. Go with Iron Discipline. Junius Daniel, they did a really good job there in the last battle, actually. They inflicted 1,165 casualties while suffering 295. That's pretty damn good going. The 1st Australian Janissaries. Good Brian's men suffered 381 and lost 238, but they did come into a crucial part of the battle there, so the Queen's Own did okay. Like I say, it was a tough section of the fight they were in. Richard Taylor's Baton Rouge boys. Nice job, 418 casualties inflicted, so that was really good. Roanoke colonists inflicted 529 casualties. Rains is looking ready for a promotion to Brigadier General anytime soon. Decent job from the High Tiders as well here, 306 inflicted. Royal Black Watch, 1,155 inflicted, 548 casualties suffered. Gladden, 279 lost, 329 inflicted. That's the Ivory Guard. Wasn't too impressed with Gladden there, if I'm honest. But they were in a tough spot as well. Shoup's Artillery, 315 casualties inflicted. Not bad. He's still a lieutenant. Let's give him a promotion. I think it'll hit his stats. Let's see what it does. Not too bad. He's a captain now. Good job, son. Oh, these guys. The 2nd VA Volunteer Brigade. 519 inflicted, 547 suffered. Hard fight. Clayton Senior. It's not a viewer unit. They lost 97 men, inflicted 44. That was terrible. Monagle, they suffered 524 and 578 inflicted, but stayed in the field, so I was pleased with that. Heath, let's have a look. Pretty even, but they ran. Kemper got pretty battered. Did alright though. Wooford, not good. Anyway, so that's that. It could have gone better. It could have gone worse, of course, but it definitely could have gone better. It's going to take us a while to occupy Washington. So I don't even know if we're going to bother, if I'm honest, because these guys are going to be coming across 12,000, 18,000, and 31,000. Can we hold them with the 23,000 men under Jackson? I'm not so sure. I haven't really got anyone to send to their aid either. I've put Magruder in charge of the Army of the Northwest. Alright, so this is just a nice quick battle episode. That was a very, very close run thing. Damn close. In fact, I was sure we were going to lose that battle. We didn't in the end, but, you know, it was close. I probably bungled it. I usually bungle these kind of battles. There were so many casualties, and then the Union turned up on the road and coming from all over the place, all but enveloping us. It was a tough fight, that one, actually. One of the hardest ones I've had in this game. Next episode, we're going to push on Lyon's army. I'm assuming it's Lyon still in charge there. We're going to press on him. Oop, we haven't got Van Dorn up here. He's the army commander. We're going to push on Lyon and see if we can give them a kicking in southwest Missouri. Not, like I say, not really to hold it. I mean, we'll just burn down their depots and things like that. We'll cause a nuisance of ourselves. And we'll see what these two units do. If they start moving towards southwest Missouri, we will cross and we will take Cairo. Well, there's no supply depot here, which I'm a bit surprised about, to be honest. No supply depot anywhere, actually, right up there until you get to St. Louis. So that's a bit of a baffler. I thought there would be something there, but it's not. Of course, we've got the Army of East Tennessee sitting here at Louisville as well, but we are also almost, well, in contact. We can see the Army of Ohio, 23,000 men, so pretty even. Maybe we'll have another fight over there. Now, that fight there at Washington, that was a really, really tough fight. Their national morale's back to 70, even though it was on 65 before, and we've just given them a real kick in there in our battles, but win in Union territory? No. Well, we just did. Let's just, I'm just gonna run time a little bit, just to see if anything changes. Rebels on the move. Oh, well, maybe it'll come on now. And our prison camp is overcrowded. It's not terrible. But, like, these guys on the move, that's a real problem. What can we field here? 19,700 and 11,600. So we can scrape together just over 30,000 men with barely any supply or ammunition. I don't know if this is a good idea. Look at Longstreet's stats. He's a total beast. Lee as well. Promoted Rains to Brigadier General. It's knocked his stats slightly, but it's still okay. Bumped Hood up as well. Okay, so yeah, that's the plan. I'm not sure what I'm doing here in Virginia. I kind of want to intercept these armies on the move. Which way are they going to go? Are they going to come this way? Or are they going to try and knock past here on the rail? I would think they're going to come through Maryland. So if we move him up a bit, hopefully we can intercept the Union on the march. And even if we don't win, we should be able to hopefully blunt them a little bit so we can at least lower their manpower and then see if we can hold on to Washington. We are a few days away from Militia Act 3, 12 days, so we're going to get some more reinforcements then. Problem is, we've got nobody really to add at the moment. Let's just take a look, for example. We've got 15,000 guys available, but if you have a look, they're all scattered throughout. Could raise a brigade from North Carolina. And I think that's about it. Yeah, I'm going to raise a brigade from North Carolina. Benjamin McCullough, Henry McCullough, yeah, that's fine. So the problem is then, like, we're down to pretty much have nobody new available. We're on BBB Plus. Things are not looking amazing, if I'm honest. I mean, it's looking kind of promising on the military front, but the finances are bad. Our new reinforcements are not available. Do we want to do drafting? I don't think so. We do have a lot of draftees available, so if we wanted to conscript troops, we could. However, it's not generally what I'm into at all. Drafting troops is just, it's going to cause problems. But anyway, that was a tough battle. Let's see what the next episode brings. I hope you're having a great day, whatever you're doing. If you're new here, subscribe. Why not leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you thought of the video, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Ta-ra for now.